When do you have to have an audit? So I get that question a lot. Do we have to have an audit? The old regulations used to say when you had more than $500,000 in expenditures that you were required to do the single audit. They changed that. They increased that threshold to $750,000. They're still covering the bulk of all federal dollars spent, but they're not subjecting to smaller organizations to have to go through this long and expensive process. So if you have more than $750,000 in expenditures, then you need to have the Single Audit Act. And it's called the Single Audit because in the past, before this act, different agencies might ask you to have audits performed. So you might have to go, hey, we just did this audit for this agency and now this one wants us to do a whole nother audit. So the Single Audit Act came about where you only had to do one audit, a single audit, and all the agencies have to accept that. Here's a little trick question. If you get $1 million award and you don't spend any of it, do you have to get a single audit? How many of you say yes? How many of you say no? Go ahead and put that in the chat box. The key word, the word to focus in on, is this term expenditures. Expenditures mean I spent it. So if you get $1 million award and you don't spend any of it, you do not have expenditures of anything, then you don't have to have the single audit. So it's not receiving the money, it's spending it. That's what expenditures are, is you're out spending the money.